Welcome, everyone, to our March 18th Festival of Chimes and Lights Committee meeting. And I think we'll get started with the tree decorating contest. There are a couple of things we need to take care of. Well, the judging categories, a few dates. And we could probably, and the theme.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we talked about lights. Maybe we should go with the theme first. I was trying to think of different things. We kind of talked about lights, right?
Yeah.
So, be thinking, but these are just a list that just popped,
That's
okay?
right.
Season of lights, city lights, harbor lights, the lights of Christmas, night lights, see the lights, Christmas by the Bay, winter light, I see the lights in the city.
That's a lot.
I know. But I mean, is there anything that stands out, or do you have an idea?
I really didn't have an idea. I didn't think about that as much as I should have.
I kind of like the downtown by the harbor, or...
There's harbor lights, the lights of Christmas, night lights, city lights, season of lights, Christmas by the Bay.
Christmas by the Bay. I kind of like that one. I wonder if there's a way to incorporate
Christmas by the Bay.
lights in there, or...
Christmas by the Bay.
Or winter
Yeah.
lights, I see the lights in the city. Well, we're throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So we can kind of be thinking about it.
Yeah.
I looked through a couple songbooks thinking there might be lights, something to do.
I looked them up.
And there wasn't really
No.
any Christmas song with lights
in
like,
it.
that I could find anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
And we did Old Christmas Tree last time, right?
we did. We've done that, and we've done the music, sounds of Christmas. We've
Right.
done.
That was a good one.
And that's kind of neat because of all the choirs.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, we've used so many of them in our 20 years.
I like the lights idea, though, to incorporate that somehow into the...
lights that's good.
We are.
Yeah.
We're focusing on that. So it would be really neat to think of something. The hardest thing is to tie that in with Christmas, because we are actually the Festival of Chimes and Lights anyway.
Right.
So how do we get another light thing in there?
That is true. We wouldn't ever, this is just a thought,
Yeah.
ever think about, instead of chimes and lights, I realize that that's probably out there the way that it never changed. If this grows and we continue doing it, Festival of Trees, no. We have no chimes.
No, we are going to have chimes for this one.
We will, yes.
We really, we actually are.
I just threw that in to
Yes.
see the reaction.
Well, we'll see what this turns into, as you say.
Maybe
Right.
someday down the line. I mean, I think we're about the only city that does this. Trees down the street. I tried to look. Gig Harbor doesn't. Bremerton, Silverdale, none of them really do any trees on like we have. They may copy us, but so far, no.
Right.
We
Well-
might own it somehow. I mean, make it really.
Well, I think we're headed in that direction.
That's the way I
Or
feel
light up
too.
Christmas, or
Light up Christmas is not bad.
we could, maybe along that lines a little bit more, because what we do is the lights, like the tree and everything, go on all at once. And that is what we're trying to do, is light up our city and actually have it be more than just Christmas time even. Well,
I like that, yeah.
keep thinking on something.
Light up Christmas.
I'll add it. Do you want me to add it to the next agenda as a topic? Theme ideas?
Well, let's just see if we come up with something this time, because that would help us launch some of the other stuff that we
yeah.
need to do. But maybe
Okay.
we'll
As a
see.
possibility. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see
definitely.
how far we get with it today.
Okay.
Okay.
But something about, I do want to tie it into Christmas. I really do. Everything else has always been that way.
Right.
But let's talk about themes for the trees too. I think we need to have 3, and Kathleen really wanted to have pops that continue with
Yeah.
the People's Choice.
Right.
And that worked out well,
That-
don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
And having them 2 different ones, I think just fine too. It continues to bring people downtown, all of that. It just
Right.
ties the 2 groups together. I think it's all fine.
Yeah, I felt that. She said that to me too.
So the People's Choice will end up being POPSAs.
Right.
And that will be a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some other ideas for the themes. I just made another little list.
She's thinking.
There's could be a seaside tree. You know how we did Northwest, the best in the Northwest? Well, maybe just a seaside tree, or traditional or vintage tree. You could have. Yeah, people are into vintage, and with all the antiques and everything down there,
Sure.
maybe we would want to just do vintage, which to me is traditional.
Mhm.
Should you do that? Vintage?
I like vintage, definitely.
Okay. Patriotic tree, most creative, movie theme, nature tree. These are all just different options. What do you think? Another thing I think we need to have is something that's a tree that best represents the decorators. Because many businesses and organizations decorated their trees to represent what they had, and we
Right.
want to have that be a category. I think that's really important.
Right. That is.
For
That
so
would be good.
something simple.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
how do we say that in fewer words?
And not a paragraph? Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Best business representation?
But it's business or organization.
Or
Yeah, how do we do that? Like, keep
yeah.
they're all keep thinking on that. So it's
Business or family representation.
the best represents, or tree, best represents business/organization, or
yeah, it should be organization.
Or sponsor? Could it just be sponsor? Best sponsor? Because is on the form, is it sponsor's
Sponsor.
name or? Because I know we had some families do it last year.
Yeah.
We did.
we did. So how do we put that into just
Ten
3
word- yeah.
words? So best,
Oh my gosh.
Best reflects sponsor. Best sponsor reflection. Best
Best sponsor reflection. That's
sort of good.
You
yeah,
like it?
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that one.
You can always change a wording if someone
If
comes
something,
up.
yeah. If they're like,
But
what
that-
does that mean?
I know.
Right, best sponsor reflection. Okay. So then we would need one more category. We've got vintage, the best sponsor reflection.
Did you have unique in there?
Any what?
A unique one or
Most creative?
most creative? I kind of like that. I mean, it's definitely up to interpretation though on who's judging.
You know what, it all is
But I like
anyway.
it.
That's true.
And
like
I just
that.
wanted to have it be, we tried that last year, and it was in the eye of the beholder or beholders, and it will be the same this
Yeah,
year.
I kind of like the most creative or unique,
Right.
Because some of the ones we had last year were just
Oh,
so fun.
we had-
Yeah, like the Lorraine that did that. Every business she had on her tree, she
Oh, yeah.
delegated a ornament for each business down. I thought that was
The grapefruit
really,
tree.
really grateful.
And there was the octopus tree. That was definitely
That was so
creative,
fun.
wasn't it?
Was, but as far as how it related to the business, I wasn't sure. That was the Youth Academy, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe an octopus is their
Well, you know what? I
Sponsor.
think that they were actually going after the Northwest theme.
Or I was thinking maybe nautical or the bay because we're so close to it.
Right. Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
seaside tree.
Yeah.
So something along the idea of the.
Seaside.
So we have to narrow it down. So we've got a vintage tree as one.
Mhm.
We're pretty
I
sure
like
on
the
that
vintage.
one.
Mhm.
I like
unanimous vote here on that one? Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
Well, vintage, that could be a lot of different.
It really
We
can.
need it to be broad so people can.
Oh, yes,
So
right.
it's not so
Yeah,
You know,
because it's
right.
going to be, you know, we have so many antique shops
Right.
and vintage reflection in the town.
Right.
I think that really does work well.
Or historical, that sort of vintage, right?
Yeah,
Vintage.
I would think so.
So, like Sydney Art Gallery wanted to do a historical tree, and so they
Right.
had their cards and their
Yeah.
history on there.
Mhm. And vintage can cover history or
Mhm.
the new trend, which is old.
Yeah,
Old stuff.
Very true.
Mhm. That's true.
Very true.
So do you think most creative or do you want unique?
I like most creative.
Creative, because it means, I mean, it's kind of a broad category,
Right,
but
almost anyone
could do something most
could do
creative.
something
Definitely.
like that.
Yeah, and that way, you know, you have your 3 categories, and I think
Okay,
each
so
one could easily fall within.
You're
most
right.
creative, the
Yeah.
vintage, best vintage, maybe we should say best vintage tree,
Mhm.
and best sponsor reflection tree.
Mhm.
Okay. Hey, there
I
we go.
like it.
There
I
you
like
go.
it. I like
Well,
it.
and that'll help us to get launched on what we need here,
Yes.
right? You know,
Yes.
Right.
That's really kind of a good thing.
I
for
sort
that.
of like that light up Christmas.
Do you like
The more
it?
I say it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
Well, we're lights, that's what we're doing. We've got,
And we're celebrating the
Light up
beginning of the
Christmas.
season and Christmas, and
just a thought. I
Yeah.
just kept looking at it thinking I might like that.
Well, we can kind of, you know, again, it's whatever happens here, we can make
That's
that
right.
work. Okay, so maybe that one. And we were also looking up, you know, on the form that you did, we were looking for dates. So.
Yes.
Stupid.
what about like celebrating the lights of Christmas?
Celebrating the lights of Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, we aren't celebrating lights though.
True.
Lights are a reflection of our celebration, but I don't think that we're actually celebrating the lights,
Right,
right?
Which makes sense.
yeah.
It does.
Celebrating
yeah.
the lights of Christmas. What we're encouraging, I think, are the lights.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrate with lights. That's part of how we celebrate.
Something will just pop.
It will. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
in a very
But
spring
keep,
moment.
I mean,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
let me see now where they.
Okay.
So we needed, did you have a printout of the,
I didn't.
Okay. I had one and I left it on my.
And Brandy did say that the resolution for accepting funds, sponsor funds, will be going before council at the end of April.
Okay, if I remember correctly then from my notes, we needed the dates. Okay, we'll work on this one. The start date, we had down as September 9th as our
September
official start date.
And is that for the public to
You know
start,
what,
or is
I
that?
think that's gonna be everybody.
Okay, definitely.
But I
September
think what
9th.
I put down, and I'll send you a copy of the wording. I've been working on the wording on some of that.
Okay, perfect.
Of what you sent me. So
Yeah.
what we'll have is something that says for prior sponsors or whatever, previous sponsors are able to put a planter reservation in prior to the open date of September 9th.
Okay.
I think we'll do it like that.
Okay.
September 9th is when people can start paying then.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
And we can actually have that go till we sell out. And with the understanding that when people put down reserve a planter, we should have a little tagline then that they would need to pay to hold that starting September 9th.
Okay, I like it.
Because then it does become kind of a first serve
Yeah,
kind of thing.
sounds good.
All we're doing is letting people who've actually been involved before reserve a
Just
planter
reserve it.
location.
Right,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
okay. So does that sound good and fair?
I like it.
September
Yep.
9th.
September 9th.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll just let it go until all approximately 58 planters get sold.
And I think they will.
And then, okay, let's look up dates, you guys. I'm gonna get my calendar out here. Okay, so last time, we might want to put, do we want to put payable to the city in there? Janine, do you think we need to do that?
I don't think we need to.
We don't need to?
I think we're good on.
And that's
on
going to
that
be
one.
on the website when they go to
Yes.
it anyway.
Yeah.
And they can't pay over, it's got to
Unfortunately,
be.
yeah, it has
Right.
to be in person or they can mail a check if they want to do it that way. But yeah, no online,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So the City of Port Orchard will place street in the Bay Street Planters. And let's look at those dates and then we can confirm them with Bill. Last time, it was the 5th through the 9th because it was the week before the big tree and everything went in. So the equivalent week this year actually is the 4th through the 8th. So let's see if we can do that. So trees and planters would be November 4th through 8th. And then, or is that too soon? Somebody, no, what Kathleen wanted it earlier.
She said that, she did. What did she want? So trees go in anytime, holidays are. Oh, Josephine's gala is on the 9th, but that doesn't, we're not doing this for Josephine. We're hanging the icicle lights on the 3rd.
Oh, okay, icicle on the 3rd.
So she was just hoping, I think, that but we have to do what we have to do. We're not gonna change our world for Josephine's gala.
No, but you know, as we look through here then, if we had the trees in the planters that week, then starting the week of the 11th is when people could decorate.
Start decorating, yeah.
And then that would mean that the judging could take place like it did this year, the day before Thanksgiving, which we liked,
Mm-hmm.
or we get an extra week this year. Do you think that we should postpone the judging until the week after Thanksgiving? Because then we still have a week until Chimes. What do you think?
That's right, because Thanksgiving is so.
See,
Well,
it's
it's
the
because we get a
28th.
whole week, because our
Yeah.
last event was December
Mhm.
1st, and now we have the 7th.
That's right.
So we get a whole week, you know what I mean, after Thanksgiving that we didn't have the
Yeah.
luxury of last time. So we could actually have, okay, so we could either have the trees arrive later, or we could, excuse me,
The trees held up good,
they did.
so.
I like the judging the week after Thanksgiving because a lot of people are gone that week, and depending on who the judges are, they might have plans Thanksgiving week and.
Yeah, you know
That's-
what, I think that works
that's
better
true.
to have the judging after, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
a number of the trees weren't even done
That's right.
for that judging. Do you remember
That's
that?
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
So now the question is, do you think we should delay the planting of the trees by a week?
When will the big tree come in? Does that have anything to do with us?
Usually, Bill has that coming in the week before
The
Thanksgiving.
week before, yes, yep.
So that's the
So that would
18th,
be,
week of the 18th.
yeah, Thanksgiving, oh, wait a minute, you guys.
Thanksgiving's the 28th.
It is late, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's very late. It's different.
It seems really odd when I was looking at this.
I know.
Oh, I was, you know what,
Like,
the whole
wow.
time I was looking at this, I hadn't punched up my calendar, I was thinking it was the 21st.
No,
But it's the 28th
That's
for
right.
Thanksgiving. Oh, then we can't wait for judging after the
Okay.
Thanksgiving
Because that's
because
the week
Because
it's
of.
already
that's
so
the
late.
week of-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, my
Okay.
mistake. Okay,
Okay.
so let's back up again.
okay.
So we better have the judging the week of Thanksgiving, the 27th then.
27th judging.
Okay, so November 27th judging because the 28th is Thanksgiving, but we've already given ourselves an extra week anyway from last year.
Right,
So,
judging, okay.
okay, so then let's work backwards. So,
And then how many weeks did we, was it 2 weeks before?
So I think we go back to the planting of the trees the week of November 4th through the 8th.
Right, that's what I put.
Then that means that people would have decorating trees the 11th Wow, a long time.
Yeah, they have
The
a couple
11th
weeks.
through the 27th. That's
I
like
like
2
it.
weeks.
I like it.
I
Gives
do
more
too.
time. And,
I do too.
You know, just
Yeah.
busy month and
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Perfect.
decorating opens up then on the 11th. What is the 11th? It's got a dot here. Veterans Day.
11th on
Oh.
Monday.
Okay, so
veterans. Okay.
then are we closed for Veterans Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then,
The-
but that's okay because the decorating can take place on Veterans Day.
Yes.
Okay, so November 11th through
Excuse me.
the 26th will be the decorating. That's really very nearly 2 weeks. 27th, the judging,
Mhm.
28th, Thanksgiving, and then just 1 week later, the actual event.
For Chimes.
Mhm.
Do we have a cutoff date when we're gonna stop taking applications and payments for that, or just?
When the trees run out?
Yeah, we have 50.
Even if they're gonna decorate the whatever, let's
Mhm.
just go ahead and sell them
Perfect.
all.
Right.
Then we're no worry about any of that stuff.
Good plan.
Although, no, I think with the decorating contest, that we're still okay with.
Mhm.
Don't
I
you?
think so.
We'll sell enough
Yeah.
trees, I'm pretty sure on that. And we can
Yeah.
kind of do different promotions up until then, if we see that they're not selling, or remind people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think we'll sell them. I had Children's Hospital in Seattle is going to do one.
Oh,
fantastic.
really?
Yes. I know the guild over here. I do baskets for them.
Oh, my
So she went
goodness.
to the committee.
You know what?
I-
I think I'll approach Olympic College too. I'm pretty sure they'll do one.
Yeah,
Um,
I think just whoever. I mean, it's
Oh,
great
yeah.
for the town. It's
Mhm.
great for them.
Absolutely.
And there's a wonderful guild from Children's Hospital here.
Nice.
So
And we can have, you know how we did that little informative flyer?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
see, I gave her one, and she took it over there just from last year, and I crossed it out, and I said it's all changed, but you better present
What we
it.
could do is,
Want me to-
let's
Yeah.
update that
Yeah.
with current information, and that can be used as our little
Perfect.
promo thing.
I like it.
So you can
Mhm.
post it on the website, and then we'll
Yeah.
have it so it's shareable.
I like it.
So we can
Yeah.
get that out and about.
Right.
That'll have our information on, and then have the link to the application, which we don't have room for tons of information about the event, because there's so much specific
Right.
information on it.
Well, I just gave her a brochure and then
Mhm.
crossed out on the other. I told her I'm not sure on dates, but
Mm-hmm.
she said they're already ready to fill it in.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
What do you think about on this flyer? I'll update the information. I'll provide a link to our website because
Mhm.
it'll be the Chimes and Lights page. So
Yeah.
it'll have pictures from last year, some of the information about it, and then I could have the application
On there
on the
too.
website.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll send you some of the updates I made to the flyer. Once it was in
Perfect. Okay.
Word. I think if we have it green again, maybe less pictures. The pictures don't do it justice.
They really
Um,
don't.
I've got a bunch
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
And I'll send more pictures that I've worked on. It's just that it's really hard to capture. If it's at night, it's dark,
I know,
and you don't
all
see
of
the.
my pictures turned out so
They aren't so
bad.
great, and especially the north side of the street.
Yeah.
Even during the day, you know how we don't get that light on
I
that
know.
north side.
It's not a
So
good
I'll send
picture.
more photos of that, but I played with that quite a lot today. And,
Okay,
and you
good,
and I'll
good,
just
good.
keep working on that.
Sounds perfect.
But what we did need is all this information. Is there anything? So we'll say the judges. Yeah, we're saying the judges are judging on the 27th.
Right.
The winners will be announced on December 7th. Ad recognition definitely will still be given to participants. And so it's going to be best vintage tree, most creative, and something very close to best
Theme.
Sponsor reflection tree.
Or, yeah.
best
Sponsor doesn't.
best
It's, don't you want like some kind of organization? I mean, it has to be. I mean, they're all sort of sponsored, right?
Well, they are. Actually, that's
Yeah.
true.
And so you need something to like the best, like Bruce Titus, or the best, you know, a
business or organization.
or
But-
Rotary or
But
Survivor.
but you were right in saying that there was a family.
That had sponsored one.
No, so
Yeah.
we
So that could go under,
most creative.
yeah.
That's true.
So we kind of are looking for a category. See, yeah, I don't know.
Best representation of an organization. It's almost so wordy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think of
I
what
know.
to.
I know, it's hard.
Yeah,
The best.
I know.
Best organization.
but we all know what we want to say.
That's
It's just
true.
Yeah.
finding a couple of words that says it is the tricky part.
Well, I think representation is good, that word, because it represents the
Organization or the company.
organization or the
Yeah.
whatever. It's that next word that,
Best business / organization representation. Doesn't that sound stiff?
sounds
It,
long.
It doesn't even sound fun anymore, does
No.
it?
That's funny.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Best.
when they do it, what are they doing? They're represented, I still come back to that word, darn. They are,
What's another word for represented?
Best organization brand, or something along those lines, where you're actually,
branding,
well, but then how do you brand a bank?
that's true.
Maybe the colors, maybe the,
And it isn't really a theme,
No.
right? No, it's not a theme.
maybe that category isn't a good one. Overall, maybe not.
Since we're having such a hard time.
Trying to come
Well,
up with
maybe
a
we
It might
should-
not be.
Well, maybe we kind of painted ourselves into a corner with it. We've got vintage, we've got most creative, and maybe just,
Something a little broader maybe.
yeah.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
we want to fit everyone in somehow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Best tree.
Yeah. You know, that People's Choice really was good. We really enjoyed doing that. And a lot of
Yeah.
people voted at the market because it was centralized and
Right.
and then we picked the winner on the Don't Panic Saturday.
Well, and the thing is, that tree that was voted wasn't even finished by the time this one was done.
Yeah.
You
It
know, by
was
the time this
Robin's.
was voted, she finished decorating it after.
Right. The one who won that was
People's Choice is a great one.
Yeah, Robin at her salon, her beauty salon. I mean, she put little rollers.
It was so
and
cute.
It
Yeah,
was
it was.
really cute.
Yeah.
It was. It really
Yeah,
was.
it really represented. Here I go. Her shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So see, there's something in there that we can get.
Right.
Like mine really didn't. I didn't really do a vintage. I did a
Yours was-
candy cane. I did a candy cane, which is sorta.
It's themed.
It's themed, yeah, and I'm going to do it again because.
Well, and that could have been most creative. I mean, that could be in that.
Oh,
code.
yeah.
And actually, yours could have still been in the vintage tree.
Yeah, it
I mean,
could.
it-
And I didn't have my candy canes on it by the time the judges,
Mhm.
because that really added.
People
I mean,
kept adding
I know.
all the
they
way to
did.
the
Well,
end.
they kept giving me things. Everyone was. I go, how much stuff can I get on this tree? I saved it though. I'm gonna. Okay.
Yeah. We still haven't.
Was the winners announced on? Did you say 4th or 7th on the?
This is 7th. Is the
7th on
yeah.
the Chimes.
Chimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. I know. I can't think of how to say that.
And we're going to have we'll have a basket.
You're gonna have one, and I'll have to find funds to purchase prizes again. I'll actually talk to the council members and see if they'd be willing to donate again. Maybe. Okay, well, we'll keep thinking about that category and how to say that. Yeah.
It's a hard one.
It is. Decorations, we said were gonna be removed by the 10th. We gave ourselves extra time on that. People wanted them left up. And the LED stuff on there was good.
Mhm.
That was really important.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all we needed on that.
For dates, yeah, I think so.
And then, once Bill knows, but he was gonna just talk to him about having enough trees. And I think that our price would still be fine on that.
Good.
Okay. So we're still working
Okay.
on the theme, something to do with lights, and that one category, how to say it.
Yeah, that's a,
Maybe inspiration will hit us. And then on the agenda, we had the Porta Potti funding. Did we find any money in our budget at all? for that?
I know Brandy was updated the last time we talked, and I think the only thing that she really mentioned to me was talking to Jingle Bell Run to see if we can kind of partner with them on getting more porta potties. But she said she is still looking into the budget on Chimes and lights to see what we can do.
Okay.
But she had mentioned Jingle Bell Run. Maybe
Okay.
checking with Sheila and seeing what they're doing.
Yeah, because actually Sheila has quite a few over there.
Yeah.
It was just the location.
yeah.
And actually, I've heard since that maybe the problem wasn't as much ours,
Seemed like it even as we were talking about.
and that more has surfaced
Yeah.
since then. So maybe we're not going to be needing that down there as much as we thought, because with the bathrooms being down there, I actually talked to a port commissioner, a couple actually, to find out, is there more that we could be doing, and I was actually told that wasn't a problem. So I will double check on that just to make sure, because I can talk to Kathy Garcia too, and just double check. But all of that, any of the damage that happened was later, and so
Yeah,
it's not connected with the festival, I don't think.
right.
But we still want to think about making that area more
I know.
enticing somehow.
I know.
Or move Santa to a different location. Like maybe Amy's parking lot? The old Amy's?
This is totally, it's really not much business down there, not poor
It's gotten-
Mercedes. It's
Boy,
just
didn't that
done-
change fast.
I know, it's just like, there's no people, there's no walking around, there's, unless we did something to light it up. Light up Christmas. Light it up.
The port
because
did a beautiful job actually of decorating.
The port is wonderful.
Mhm.
yeah.
That was pretty bright down there.
Yeah.
But
The port actually would be proud if we did something that sort of included them, I think. Not included them, that maybe somehow I was thinking in the theme.
could there be some kind of ride or something? Sir, I mean, it's a little far-fetched, but some kind of single ride, like a merry-go-round or a something or another. Or, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying exactly. I'm just saying something that the kids
Something
could
at
do
track.
that would be kind of fun.
There's a lot of room now down there. It'd be fun to just, I think,
Or have
It's
live
so
animals
dark.
or something.
mm,
Have the
the ponies.
ponies or camels or...
They love those little ponies, the pony rides.
Can you ride ponies if it's pouring rain?
Well, what can we do in pouring rain?
Yeah, slip and slide.
We could have penguins or something other than the ponies.
Oh, a light display of some sort that moved or something would be kind
That
of
would be
cool.
nice.
It'd be nice to do something that would attract people to get them down there. I know when they get to my store, you can see them. They don't really go too much
Except for the
back.
movie theater.
Well, hopefully
Did we know
the
how much
movie theater is there. It's up for sale.
Oh,
I know that unless he maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, cut that. But it is. I heard it was up for sale, so I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
man.
I know. Well, we can't think negative.
Yeah,
Definitely.
No,
We
Yep,
just
definitely.
think that it will be and someone will buy it and keep going with it. See, I wanted to have an outdoor movie, but wrong time of year.
Yeah, it actually is.
I just think that would be fun in the summertime. It's just, but never can talk anyone into it. That's along with my trolley, a few things that I dream about.
You know, in my hometown, they have lights displays down by the river. So you know how everything is kind of like the zoo lights a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
And that's really cool. You know how things move?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That would be kind of neat, but that's very expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, but there would be room down there for stuff in there.
Yeah.
I don't know
think
what else we
that'd be
could do
fun,
to,
yeah.
to see.
Could we have one of the choirs go down there?
Well, we
And
tried
kinda-
that in the past. For one thing, we don't have the duplicate sound system.
Oh.
And we did have a choir go down there once, and it was the same problem.
Was it?
No one was down there. They were all here.
Yeah.
I wish we could have Christmas carolers. I've always thought that would be even 3 or 4.
Just kind of walking
walk.
around.
We
and-
have had them in the past.
That has been, to me, really just makes the town, either that or someone on the corner singing Christmas. I mean, it's
Yeah.
beautiful here,
Mhm.
but it'd be neat down there too to have someone,
Or,
something, or some music
somebody-
of some
Like I
kind.
remember a long time ago when I first came to Port Orchard, I heard bagpipes, and I went downtown because I heard the bagpipes, and they were playing them down by the waterfront, and that was amazing to me, you know.
Another
So-
thing I love are the bells. Have you ever heard the people that come in and play the bells?
bell choir?
Oh boy, they're great. But I don't know where, they have all different, and they come over and they go along and, oh, it's just, it's gorgeous.
It is neat.
Something like that might draw people down, or even like you, the
You
bagpipes.
can hear a bagpiper from a long
Oh
ways
my
Yes,
gosh,
you
away.
yes.
And if we could find even 1 or 2,
Mhm.
maybe we'd even have the budget to compensate. Because that would be really quite neat, wouldn't it?
I think
Just because you
anything.
don't need a sound system or anything.
That's true,
When a bagpiper starts playing,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I don't know any, but I'm sure the music department or somebody would
So
know
when I was heading out of town on Friday,
Yeah.
there was actually a gentleman in front of the swim deck who had bagpipes right there on Bay Street. So I don't know if he was maybe part of the entertainment at swim deck, but he hadn't started playing yet, but he had the full outfit and his bagpipes just right there by the road. So I don't know,
Well,
maybe
it
the,
probably was for St. Patrick's Day
Yeah.
type thing.
so I don't know if maybe somebody has.
Dave
Well, I know
down
that there are
there.
plenty of bagpipers around. We
Well-
need to find out if there could be some, if they would do something, I mean, that would be really neat.
That wouldn't.
That could be then that person would be down there, and we could try to focus on getting more light displays. In
Mhm.
fact, maybe what we want to do is talk to Bill about, you know, our Santa that goes in the beginning here? Maybe we should put that down by the gazebo or something, so there's a
That'd
little
be
more
nice.
light or something.
Right.
And see if we can get some more decorations down there somehow too.
Do we have any of the old decorations that we could use? Like, I love the way they did the poles.
I know, isn't that pretty?
That was really neat. Maybe there's, I don't know, I can't remember what's down there. I think I'm gonna do my poles on each side
Mhm.
to make it sorta, I'm gonna put a Christmas tree in my pot too.
Right.
Just a small one. I'm not in competition. No, I just,
Well, that's something that we should work on.
yeah.
We're gonna, something that's gonna draw people down, and we don't even know if we're gonna have the movie theater.
Well, I said that. I
Yeah.
know he's trying to sell it, and I
Mhm.
heard he's having his big, his big show, whatever it is, coming up. And I think he will do it after that,
Mhm.
so It pops a meeting this week. We'll probably find out more about it.
Well, I'm hoping throughout this year that there will be some more businesses going into that area that's so empty right now because it's a prime location.
Right.
And I think that this is going to be a good, decent economy this year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I think just all that's happening with our community center and all the paper, all that advertisement we're getting, we're going to see more businesses.
Definitely.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
I hope we're going to get some funding for that. There were quite a few proposals, and I'm just hoping. All right.
Well, I can tell you that was quite a... Did you go to the
I
presentation?
was there. Wasn't that well attended?
They're used to 2 or 3.
Wow.
Although, did you read the article in the paper the next day?
Yeah. Okay, well, onward.
Onward, hope. Yeah. All right. So, team. We just want working on one more category and what to call it. And the theme. You think we should have something about Port Orchard in the theme? Light up Port Orchard?
Well, if they know the theme, if they know what we're going to call it, our little theme. Light up Port Orchard.
It's not as Christmassy. We have always
Well,
tried
we
to...
have Festival of Chimes and Lights.
I know. That's where you got the lights and that's where you got the chimes.
And that's Christmassy.
Right.
So whatever theme we come up with, light up Port Orchard, light up Christmas.
Light up Bay Street.
Light up Bay Street. That's not bad.
I like that.
I like that.
Or light up the city.
Well, I like city lights, but I've heard that so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. City lights, Port Orchard. Light up Port Orchard. Light up the city.
Light up Main Street. It's not really Main Street, but it's our Main Street.
Well, I think Bay Street
Bay.
myself.
Light up
It
Bay
is,
Street.
yeah. I think it should
I
be
like that.
Bay Street. That's what we're doing. We'll hopefully put lights on every tree. Some of them won't, but it doesn't matter. I noticed a couple that didn't because on each side they had lights.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we have all the plugs
icicles
and things,
and-
so we're ready
yeah.
to. And Bill, they were great, the Public Works, and getting that electricity up there right for us.
The only thing is, well, it's in connection with Christmas, but we don't have a direct connect. Light up could be any time, or light up at the waterfront, or
Be fun to have something to do with the waterfront or,
could we be thinking on this week and get this out a bit?
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a few more ideas gathered in.
right.
For the
And
rest of
next
the
time we
committee.
might have a fuller.
Yeah, well, we can do this by email.
Okay.
And I'll send
Yeah.
out some of these things and let's see if we can get some more ideas in.
Good
We know we
idea.
wanted to have something to do with lights.
Lights.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then maybe we can even have the third category, working on that one. Send that out, just the committee members and a little more input on that.
Sure.
I'd like to get this done though.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe by the end of the week we can just.
Sounds good. Were you gonna update some information from the one I sent to you and then send it back and we'll?
Right.
Perfect. Yep.
And,
I like it.
okay, I think that'll work. And we've got
Sounds
an
good.
April meeting coming up. And I'm pretty sure that, we'll just pass this on to Bill in the way of the minutes and see if he has any problems at all with any of those deadlines.
Definitely.
But I bet not, because that was the general timeline that we were working.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so,
really can't go any earlier, I mean, than what we're doing, the 11th, right? Kathleen wanted it, she'd have it in October sometime.
Yeah.
We'd have dead trees for,
well, we actually would have, she wanted it by the ninth, or they wanted it by the 9th. Well, the trees would be in
the 3rd, that's too early.
Oh, no, is that
I
what it
know,
is?
that's was way too, that's what she put here.
By the 3rd?
Oh, no, you're right, it
No,
is
she
the
wanted it
9th.
by the
You're
9th,
right. Well,
yeah.
it will.
Well, the trees will be in, but they
Yeah.
won't be decorated.
No.
And so that should be fine,
Probably
don't
a
you think?
few of them will be
Maybe.
decorated.
Especially in front of Josephine's, I bet.
Right, because I noticed that, was it the Lobster or whatever it was, they went in real early. I'm sorry.
The octopus tree.
Oh, it was not one of my best trees.
That's what I was trying to think in my head, like,
It was
that one.
pink, it was pink, that's all I know.
It was
Well,
really
true,
Northwest
and
theme.
that'll motivate Joseph or Samantha to decorate her tree. It'll be decorated.
Okay, so it's April 15th, and this is the 3rd,
Okay.
Monday.
April 15th.
tax day. Whoa.
I know. We're having a 2020 luncheon at the art gallery, and we're calling Lift Your Spirits on the 15th.
Oh, lift your spirits? Well, that's cute.
It is. We're having
I
a
like that.
homemade cafe
fantastic.
hosted. And
That's a very good
cater it.
idea.
So yeah, they work out good for us.
That sounds like fun.
It is.
All right, well,
Okay.
thank you very much,
Thank
faithful
you.
ones.
All right.
Thank you.